Hi there! Today we are reviewing the Beagle Boys Ultra Detail figure by Medicom toy. When I first saw this was coming out, I was excited, as we don't get a lot of figures of the 80s DuckTales anymore. But that seems to be changing. After this one was announced, it was also revealed NECA is making action figures, which is great. Maybe we'll finally have articulate figures of the Beagle Boys, Gyrogalus, Gladstone Gander and the other Carl Barks characters. What's up with that, by the way, Disney? You're a merchandising giant, yet Uncle Scrooge and the other Carl Barks characters have severe lack of presence on the toy market. Anyhow, that's enough complaining. The problem is finally being dealt with, as evident by this fella. Here's Bouncer Beagle in his packaging, which is kinda simple. On the back side there's not much to speak of either. We get the usual safety hazard and copyright information, and a picture of the Beagle Boy himself, which we already know what it looks like because of the transparent blister plastic. I personally would rather have pictures of the other figures in the toy line here. And another complaint is maybe more of an observation, is that there doesn't really seem to be any kind of consistent theme or anything to this toy line. They're just picking random characters from different cartoons, movies, comics. The only thing they have in common is that they're Disney characters, but that's about it, which is kind of odd, but yeah. Anyhow, let's bring the Beagle Boy from his plastic prison for a closer look. Here he is out of the box. He definitely lives up to the name Ultra Detail figure. Well, I do like the DuckTales cartoon. I'm primarily a fan of the comics, so I'm grateful that of all the Beagles, that picked Bouncer. He's the one that resembles the Beagle Boys from the Uncle Scrooge comics the closest. As you can see, all the colors and details are consistent with the animated version, down to the numbers and the missing tooth. Speaking of numbers, the Beagle Boy's height is about almost 4 inches, I think 3.8 inches, which translates to about 10 centimeters for my European viewers. The figure comes with a base. It's made of transparent plastic with copyright information and year of production. But he seems to stand just fine without it, so I will probably not need it. But let's just see what it looks like with it on. Okay, so I tried to put the base on, but the pegs, they don't line up exactly with the holes in his feet. The other peg is a bit too far away, but okay, yeah, it still works, so he stands okay. Oh, you only see the peg here. Maybe I can fit it behind his foot. Okay, that looks a bit better, yeah. And now, let's do some comparisons. Here's the new Beagle Boy with 2 of his brothers, made in the 80s. And here he is with some of the other duck-related figures I own. Now, let's get some more creative pictures. Here's Bouncer in his natural habitat. A prison cell I got from Playmobil, being locked up by Officer Donald. Sadly, he's a bit out of scale. His brothers seem to fit much better. And here on the outside, we see a Bouncer scheming to get out. And here he is, busting out of prison. And here he is in his dilapidated hideout from Extreme Sets, pondering how to bust into Scrooge's money bin. Sadly, the scale doesn't work here either, I think. And here is Bouncer in a different Playmobil model. All the castle ruins. Scale seems to work a bit better here. Let's try to put him upstairs as well. And here he is in my custom 3D printed building. Think he works best here so far, scale wise. And that's all I have to say about this figure. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.